Welcome to another episode, everyone. So here we go. Triggerbird from Hoover has crossed the line and has called me a hoe over the video that I made yesterday or a couple of days ago or so, in which I said a Hoover member attacks Gumby and Alshon Martin with grape and snitch allegations, or exposes Gumby, whatever, however I worded it, about grape and snitch allegations. And Triggerbird was the individual that I was referring to when I said the Hoover member. And all I did was play his video. This is him right here. So I played his video the other day, and in which he was talking about, and I'm about to play this video for y'all right now, but in which he just called me out of my name. But now, and I was pretty upset with this. I got phone calls last night, text messages, and people sent me the video. But even before that, people were upset with me, some homies, for the way I handled the video that he did on Alshon Martin and Gumby and what their real beef is about. And the homies felt like I should have attacked Triggerbird way more, that I was way too lenient with him, because all I said on there on the video was, well, he's saying some things that I probably wouldn't say, or he's exposing some stuff that I probably wouldn't expose. But I went on to say in that same breath, but he's just expressing himself. He's just expressing his feelings. He's saying that if y'all gonna put it on the internet, put the real out there. Don't be putting no bullshit out there. Put the real out there. This is what it's really about. That's his position. This is the young homie, and this is what he's saying. I said all of that in the video. So the homies was like, nah, bro, he exposed way too much Hoover business. Imagine, he's doing a video calling himself being upset that the homies called in the Gumby on No Jumper and exposed Hoover business. And he goes on to expose way more Hoover business in the same breath, in the same video. He's talking about grape allegations against one of the homies. He's talking about Hoover Gumby done beat up Alshon Martin. Does Hoover Gumby want that out there? Does Alshon want that out there? He's talking about all kind of shit. And you let him do it, bro. Now, you know, if it was somebody else or, whatever that you really disagree with, bro, you'd have got on him, bro. Only thing you said was, oh, he said some stuff I wouldn't have said. Nah, bro, you should have got on him, bro. He was wrong for that. He really needs a fucking DP. Motherfuckers in the comments saying, man, this dude need a DP exposing all this shit. Right? But I didn't go off on him. I didn't say anything about it. Only thing I said was, this is the young homie, and he's expressing himself. Right? Now, keep in mind, I realize that by even getting into this nonsense, I'm just giving life to it and giving him some life or whatever. Not that my channel is booming or any of that. I get up and I work hard every day. My channel was stagnant, and I've been working hard to try to get it going. But a lot of these individuals have no content, bro. They have none. They don't have a creative gene in their body. I have so many ideas in my head, so much content I want to get to. I got content for years just in my fucking head, I swear. This shit is crazy. These dudes can't do a video about nothing else. They have no content. They have no ideas in their fucking fucking brains, bro. It is unbelievable. I know I do content on other people, but my goodness, right? So he was saying in his video whatever he said about Gumby and Alshon and this and that. People were upset about that, and they were upset with me for not getting on him about it more, or I didn't get on him at all, right? But somehow, just by me saying, and you about to hear him say it, that because I said, well, he's saying he exposed him more than I would expose, but, that pissed him off by me saying that. You can't make these dudes are crazy. That pissed him off. So because I said that, he says this. But let's get into it. Then I'll say what else I got to say. Then I'm going to leave the subject alone, because let's make this clear. I done told these individuals They're not listening. Just some days ago, that you have to separate real life from the internet. You can't let the internet spill over into real life. The internet is one thing, and real life is another. And once you mix and conflate the two, you're putting yourself in danger. That's for anyone. And for me, real life and the separation between real life and the internet is real simple. If you say something on the internet about someone that you would not say in real life, that you would not say to their face in real life, then it's some internet shit. It's not real life. Period. But it becomes real life when you say it on the internet and you would not say it to this individual's face.
Some more grubber leaf. Where my grubber leaf at? I need my leaves on this bullshit ass nigga. I gotta smoke on this bullshit ass nigga Damion Porter. I got on here a line. What's the deal? What's the deal? What's the word? What's up with the people though? Hit that like button. What's the deal? Man, y'all need to go cuss that nigga Damion Porter. Go get on that nigga Damion Porter, man. Go get on that old shrimp fried rice head ass nigga. The fuck? I know we ain't giving no passes. 2026, we giving no passes to these niggas. None of these niggas getting no pass, man. You feel me? None of these niggas getting no pass, man, on the real. Biscuit, what's up, my nigga Biscuit the Low? What's up, Biscuit the Low, though? Let me see. What's your thoughts? Hey, my thoughts on that song is I think that shit was hard. But I think that nigga 4X, what's up, Hoover? Man, that nigga's just a hoe, bro. I feel like that shit was hard. And I feel like he actually should have just battled him. He should have just rap battled him, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because he's not going to fight him. 4X, you're not going to fight him. It's not going to work. Rap battle him, bro. Hoover, put some money in your pockets by going hard on that retarded ass nigga. You got your boy, what's his name? What's the nigga name? Baby Runner. Have Baby Runner do a story about that nigga, bro, on Hoover. Adam came with straight gas on that song, on that whole little thing. I liked it. Y'all hit that like button. I see y'all in here. We're going to talk about this whole ass nigga, Damion Porter, bro. I'm on that nigga because I don't like what he did, bro. Damion Porter, I'm disappointed in you, nigga. You did some whole shit for the...
Okay, so in real life, it stops right there. But on the internet, it goes on and on. This video was over an hour long. I don't know how much I'm gonna play for you. I only saw a few minutes of this. I've seen enough. But I want to show you all the difference between real life and the internet. And he just says this, it just flows off his tongue as if it's nothing. Like he's just talking about going to lunch or something. Talking about an OG, a real solid individual, a crash out. A motherfucker who will take your fucking head off, bro, in real life. Motherfucker couldn't even come in a cell with me. Couldn't walk a mile in my shoes. But on his internet, behind his keyboard, a motherfucker let some shit like that come out their mouth like it's nothing. But y'all gonna learn a difference. I promise you. I can name individuals that are in danger right now. Y'all gonna learn a difference, bro, between, because I'm talking about individuals behind the scenes. There's so much I could expose. Y'all just don't know. These dudes really on some bitch shit on this internet. They doing way too much. I ain't been really calling their ass out for this whole shit they've been doing, bro, on the internet. For real. Making the land look ridiculous, bro. I know I say some shit. I have my content. I talk about gang culture. And I talk about prison and all of that. I'm not perfect with my content. I've said some things that I would like to go back on or what have you. And sometimes, as I said, I'm not sure if I'm fueling the fire or if I'm just giving information and education, which is what my objective is, but is my content helping? I do question myself sometimes with some of my content. So I'm not perfect. But let's continue. Let me let this dude continue for a second.
Internet, and I know that if you didn't see all my content, you should have went and you should have fucking you should have researched. You should have. Like I'm talking about, you should have bust my shit down to the third power, nigga. On my mama. You ain't do that though. But this nigga though, bro. Let me tell y'all how bullshit this nigga is. This nigga done got on here and painted a narrative saying, and I ain't even mad at him, right? My whole thing is this though. What groove? What's the deal, bro? Hoover, run that out. Hoover, hit that like button. I'm gonna let y'all know what's going on with him. And like I say, I don't feel like that nigga credible with certain shit because niggas like to paint narratives and shit and get content, whatever you gonna do, you know what I'm saying? And one thing, my problem with it is you don't have to keep for sure the people that I'm from the set, bro. I don't need you to do that for sure. You know what I'm saying? I don't need you to do that. Another one, I seen he dropped this video. It's called Hoover member attacks Gumby Alshon with grape and snitch allegations. This is what he say, right? And basically, he was insinuating like the person Antoine that I named was the dude that Gumby was protecting and running around, and that was the person that they was talking about on the phone, right? I'm gonna let y'all check it out. I'm gonna let y'all see it, right? And then he also said that, you know, I made allegations about the shit, right, or whatever, and he said things that I wouldn't have said or whatever. But my whole thing is, nigga, did you just forget your homies got online and called? Did you just forget, nigga, that your homies got online and called No Jumper with a blood and a white dude, and he said he called Lush first. So Wack called Lush first, he didn't answer. He went and called Adam 22. Alshon called him. Right, this nigga way in Hawaii. Let's make it make sense. You way in fucking Hawaii, bro. You way in Hawaii. Nah, I fucked my shit up. I fuck around, bit my shit. I was fucking drunk, faded, on verb. Look, so just imagine this nigga coming on there, putting all this shit out, right? And only thing Damion Porter did was take from that was saying that I allegedly told the world that the dude name was Antoine. And this nigga so retarded and so dumb, he don't understand that Antoine was the dude that was the informant. He don't even know Antoine was the dude who put me on. He don't even know Antoine was the dude who was all bad. So why would I give him a hood name? Why would I name this dude under one of my homies that's lost his life because he named under one of my homies, instead of calling him his real name because he's an informant? He went all bad and turned police. Gumby got the case on Antoine. He's not protecting Antoine. So for you to get out there and make this video, bro, without doing your research and be an older homie, that shit like, damn, my nigga, like, see, my thing is he's speaking out of term. Damion Porter, you're speaking out of very term. You don't know the situation. I didn't go into a whole thing of telling you that this dude brought me around to say he's protecting the nigga. You don't even know. Then y'all making it seem like come on, bro, at the end of the day, it takes somebody to approve a phone call like that. Don't nobody just get on the phone like that and start exploiting shit, right? When I said that Alshon should be real about why him and Gumby beefing, right? Let's say what? Look, when I said that Gumby, this nigga right here, right? You gotta understand, right? When I said that this nigga Gumby and Alshon was beefing, right? And I said, tell the truth about why y'all beefing. My whole thing was the grape shit is because this is where it started. Allegedly, I don't know why nobody telling the story about Alshon, and I don't know why people ain't telling the story about Alshon and Gumby fighting. They should be telling that story. Why did they fight? They fought because one reason, an allegation that was on Alshon. Now I don't know if Alshon mad about that. He had to be mad because he don't like the consequence, or he don't like whatever happened after that. Is it true? I don't know. We can get her on here. We can get her. We can find her. That should be my bitch. I don't have no reason to feel no type of way. I was in jail with the shit. It wasn't my bitch then. She was from Hoover. She was fucking all the that's her. You feel me? She's a homegirl from the set. So they fell out over whatever Lady Gumby. Her name was Lady Gumby. Whatever the fuck they fell out. Lady Gumby didn't fell out about. He did something to Lady Gumby. So that's just what it is, bro. On Hoover. You did something to Lady Gumby, feel some type of way. Y'all had a fight. He whooped your ass, bro. Whatever, if he didn't whoop your ass, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But he keep on stretching. Alshon is scared of Gumby. Whatever it is, bro, nigga, I'm hoping whatever I said it, nigga. That nigga hear me, and I'm pretty sure that's your boy, because you had him banging 11 dudes Hoover in the county jail. That's all I'm saying. Niggas be crazy, bro. I'm not finna get on here playing with no niggas, bro, with this shit, bro. You feel me? So 9 dudes, Roman numeral letters. I'm not finna get on here playing with niggas, bro. On hope of like, you spoke out of turn by acting like you know the situation, but you don't. You sitting up here making the world believe that I was saying a nigga name was Antoine, who Gumby was protected. Stupid ass nigga, that ain't who Gumby was taking. That's who Gumby got the fucking case on, you dumbass nigga. Why the fuck would I sit up here and call this dude wasn't one of my homies that passed away? You feel me? And I only say that because it's like certain shit he's saying, like, he's stretching that shit. He's stretching it. Your homie saying things I wouldn't say, and man, you don't even know what you're talking about, bro. I don't hope, but do your homework, do your research, bro. Tap in, be an older homie, bro. Tap in with your younger homies and get some game. You know what I'm saying? Stop being one of these niggas that just see something that you don't like in your homies and you want to fast respond and have something to say negative about a nigga. That's how I know you niggas ain't really for a nigga, bro. All you niggas do is just move off opportunity and jealousy. That shit is weird. Opportunity and jealousy, bro. Opportunity and
jealousy. Well, listen. I know Big T-Bird real good. Terry Dean. That's my dog. He's the one. You know what I'm saying? I don't know this dude. I know Big Trigger Bird. I know Big T-Bird. But I've never watched one video of this individual's channel. I heard that he had a channel a few months ago, maybe. I think he did a video about B-Brays. Something. People telling me, your homie Trigger Bird got a channel. I'm like, okay, cool. I think somebody else had texted me and told me that he had said something else, maybe about Hawk or Gumby or whatever. But I never seen one of his videos, ever, not one time. So how am I jealous of him? I know nothing about him. I'm not sitting in my room saying, this dude Trigger Bird, man, this shit is booming, man. This dude, man, fuck, like, what is he talking about? And as you all just heard, he said that you can see what he's upset about is that I said that I wouldn't expose some of the stuff on the internet that he was saying. I stand by that. I stand on that. But I didn't even say it in a bad way. As I said, if you go back to my video, I said it, and Alshon ended up calling me, by the way. And, if anything, people felt like I was on Trigger Bird's side in that video, bro. As I said, people felt like I should have spoke up more in defense of the homies that he was talking about and in defense of keeping this sort of stuff off of the internet. But instead, as they told me, all you said was, I wouldn't expose that much. But then, bro, you went on to say, like, but that's the homie, that's the young homie, and he just expressing himself. Like, bro, what the fuck? The hell no, he just expressing himself, bro. He should not be talking about this on the internet. I'm like, I know, bro. I understand that, but I don't want to go back and forth with an individual on the internet, bro. I'm just bringing the information, putting it out there, and then everybody decide how they want to decide, I'm trying to stay neutral. I don't want to take any side, so I didn't want to come down on him, too hard or whatever. So that's all I said, as he keeps saying, is that I probably wouldn't have said this much. That's all I said, bro. Go back to the video. I didn't say it in a bad way. I didn't say, man, this dude talk. I wouldn't be saying all this shit, bro. These dudes great. None of that, bro. I'm sitting there listening to him like I'm doing now. I was just like, well, the homie just expressing himself. You know what I'm saying? Whoa. That's it. And that caused this reaction, bro. That caused you to call me a hoe. I didn't call you a bitch. I didn't call you a hoe. I didn't disrespect you in any sort of way whatsoever. I didn't say you was lying about anything. I didn't come down on you for saying all this stuff on the internet. And then a motherfucker just make a video a few hours later and say this, call me a hoe. And then just, talking about it like it's just nothing, like he just finna go on with the rest of his life, just go on with the rest of his day. These motherfuckers is crazy, man. These young motherfuckers smoking this shit, bro. Getting drunk and fucked up and passing out like it just, all this shit they doing, sniffing all this shit they doing, these young motherfuckers, brain fried. For real. Thinking they can talk like this to a motherfucker. And it's all good. Motherfucker, he just saying this shit and he just going on and on like it's all, bro, it's not all good. This is no longer some internet shit. You feel me? These dudes crazy. This is not the internet anymore. I know. It's like, big fella, ain't nobody worth you going back to prison, bro. You're smart, be logical. These are just words. I get all of that. But these are words that will have to continue to be said on the internet. Because any man that would ever get in my face, no man has ever in my lifetime, I'll be 52 years old. February 21st, next month. I'm almost there, man. 52. And in all of my 52 years, no man has ever walked into my face and said, you a hoe. No man has ever done that. Are you a bitch? It's never happened, bro. Ever. And we all just have to ask ourselves, would this individual say this to Damion Porter's face? If he sees him in the hood, at a gas station, at a Walmart, at a weed shop, wherever he sees him, and it's just him and it's just Damion Porter, will he walk up to his face and say, bro, that was some whole shit you did? If the answer is yes, then cool. If the answer is no, then it's just some internet shit, bro. It's not real life. But the problem is you're mixing real life with the internet. When you do this, you think it's just internet shit. But it's not. Now, maybe he would. Big T-Bird is certainly a rider. So maybe this individual too would. Maybe he would. I don't know. Maybe he walk up to my face and say these very things. I don't know. You tell me. But if not, then that makes you fake, bro. That makes you felonious for doing it here. If you wouldn't do it in real life. Again, I don't know the answer to that. So he says that basically that I favor Alshon is what he's implying because I had Alshon claiming 11 deuce Hoover in the county jail. That's what he just said. I had Alshon claiming 11 deuce Hoover in the county jail. I didn't have Alshon doing anything. Alshon Martin is a grown man. And he does whatever he wants to do. And at the end of the day, the situation is real simple. No one brought to the internet, and trust me when I tell you, don't send me any more videos that he might make 10 more videos today calling me all kind of names or whatever. I'm not finna play an internet game, I promise you. I'm not finna do that. We're past the internet already. We went past that the first 10 seconds of this video. I was not going to respond to this video. On my mama, rest in peace. I was not going to respond to this video. I was not. Because I'm not all there. And I don't want to say some stuff on the internet and motherfuckers think that I'm with the internet beef and I'm with the internet talk because I'm upset and I'm saying some shit back, but I'm saying it on the internet. You know what I mean? And I don't want to talk to a motherfucker who talking about me like this on the internet. I don't want to respond to him on the internet. Again, we're past the internet now. So I wasn't going to respond. I really was not. A couple people prompted me to say something. They wanted me to say something, just clear a couple things up, but I still wasn't going to do it. But I decided to go ahead and do it, but I will not be responding to him anymore. I don't care what he says. I will not be responding anymore whatsoever. I'm not going back and forth on the internet with any man that I can see face to face in real life. I'm no longer in prison. We don't have to talk about it on the internet. I'm not going to talk about it on the internet. I'm only responding to this to clear up a couple of things that was said about me. And so as far as me doing my research, I know exactly what's going on with the situation he's talking about. I know who Gumby allegedly shot, Antoine, why, and everything else. I know that it's not Antoine that they were talking about that's being protected by Gumby. They're talking about the individual being protected in the Hoovers, in the hood, that you gave a shout out to. They talking about a snitch that they was claiming Gumby was harvesting and all of this in that phone call. The snitch that Gumby was harboring is what they meant to fucking say. They're talking about someone who these dudes are deathly afraid of. That's why he's still in the hood. Now, I'm not going to expose too much business, but just to let you know, do I know my research now? You gave him a shout out on your channel. Shout out to such and such. That's the snitch they talking about. I know they're not talking about Antoine. I know exactly, I can say his name right now, stupid. I know exactly who the fuck they talking about. I know everything that's going on in that situation. I have done my research. I'm really from this shit. The fuck you think you talking to? Dude's fucking crazy. I know the whole situation, bro. I'm just not going to expose it on the fucking internet. At the end of the day, no one knew anything about these allegations regarding Alshon Martin until this individual just put them out on the internet as far as this great is concerned. Now, supposedly, Gumby is the one that put out Alshon Martin, was supposed to have told on him regarding a case some 15 years ago. But he's the individual here, Trigger Bird, as you all know from the video I played the other day, that was talking about these great allegations as it relates to Lady Gumby and Alshon Martin. And my thing is, and he didn't put the allegations on him. He didn't say, he's not accusing Alshon. To be clear, he didn't put the allegations on Alshon Martin himself. He didn't accuse him of raping this lady, this woman who used to be his girl. See the connections? See the anger, where the anger is coming from? So he didn't put the allegations on him, but he brought up the fact that he has these allegations against him. And my only thing is, after these allegations were brought against Alshon Martin many years ago, he was still coming to the hood. He was still from Hoover. So people didn't believe the allegations or something. He didn't get locked up for it. He wasn't convicted of it. And why speak on it if he was still coming to the hood and he was still from Hoover? If motherfuckers had a problem with it or believed it, he should have got more than the ass beaten. After he so-called snitched on Gumby, that's been put out there 15 years ago. This case happened in 2010. I know exactly what the fuck is going on. Been banging this shit. After that, Alshon Martin was still coming to the hood. Still coming to the Hoovers, bro. So why bring that up? Because if any of those allegations were true or stuck, he shouldn't be walking around. Damn sure not in the hood. So it really only makes motherfuckers look bad to even bring that up, that he has these sort of allegations. But he's still around. Right? And this is what was brought to the internet, not by myself. Now, I'm just careful. Again, I speak about some things on the internet, of course. running my content. I have a channel. And I've been through a lot, and I've seen a lot, and I know a lot as it relates to these topics. And I know the real about a lot. And a lot of these individuals are faking the funk. They're internet characters, bro. Do not take this shit for real. Like I'm not even talking about Trigger Bird. I don't know this individual. I'm speaking in general. That these individuals are so hungry for clout. So, to be famous, to be a famous gangbanger. They want to be a famous gangbanger, be a famous tough guy. They're so thirsty for this shit with this internet shit now. And everybody trying to come up on the internet, come up on YouTube, go viral. Motherfuckers are trying to take this shit over, gang banging and all that on the internet, and bring the gang banging to the internet. Internet gangsters, internet gangbangers. They're so thirsty for content, so thirsty to go viral, bro, and had their name in some shit that they just insert themselves in something, hoping that now their name will be in it. Motherfuckers talking about them. This dude puts my name in his title. This is the title right here. Trigger Bird AF and whatever is live. Damion Porter spelled my name wrong. My name is on my channel. He calling me stupid and retarded. My name is on my fucking channel spelled properly. And you still spell it wrong. Right? Damion Porter is BS and need to STFU, which is shut the fuck up. Lying. SSA. I don't know what SSA means. Why you put I didn't put his name in my title. I didn't put his face on my thumbnail when I did the video. I said, was a Hoover member attacked, gun being about grape allegation, whatever. And then I played his video. And I said, this is the homie Trigger Bird. He has a channel. Go check him out. But these dudes so thirsty, you know what I'm saying, to get their name going. The video that he did talking about me, this video right here, the last check before I just did this video, it had 1,000 views. Now, again, not that my video my channel is just booming, but I'm aware of the fact that I'm the one bringing light to this situation. Right? If I wouldn't be speaking about it, they wouldn't hear what the fuck he had to say right now about me. 1,000 people saw what he had to say. And if they keeping it real, if they watch my video, they gonna say, damn, bro, why you coming at him like that? You know what I'm saying? Why you calling him hoes and all? He ain't get at you like that, bro. He didn't call you out your name. He didn't disrespect you at all. He didn't even, damn, what did he do to deserve that, bro? Why you coming at another Hoover like that on the internet, OG Hoover at that? You know what I'm saying? Why are you doing that, bro? Why you gonna put his name in there and telling him to shut the fuck up and he ain't lying? Even if he misunderstands some things. It wasn't malicious. It wasn't in bad taste. Look at the video. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't coming down on you or nobody else. So if he's wrong about a couple of names or something wrong, correct it. I mean, why you on here calling him a hoe? And all this and saying he jealous of you. I mean, what are you talking about? What is this about? But the thing is, as I said, so I'm gonna play some more. That's where I stopped it at. I don't know what else he had to say. As I said, it goes on for some time. We already damn near 34 minutes in. Unlike some of these people, I have other content that I have to get to. You know, these dudes are low vibrational, bro. They have no content. You know, for real. Like they can't think. They can't think of nothing. Brain fried. Motherfucker calling me stupid and retarded. Brain fried as a motherfucker. Snot coming out his fucking nose, choking every fucking 5 minutes. Got gasoline in his fucking system, bro. Can't put together a whole goddamn sentence to save his life. They're calling me dumb and stupid. This is how you know that this is some internet stuff. This is what happens on the internet. And I have to have thick skin, excuse me, because if I'm going to be making content about people, and I do, and speak on them, then I can't be upset when someone speaks on me, you know, with their content. That's, you know, this is how it goes. It's back and forth. It's the internet. However, again, and I'm fine with that. Again, if you want to correct me about my content, come down on me about something I said in my content, I'm open to that, bro. I'm not beyond reproach. I'm not perfect. I'm an imperfect human being looking to do the right thing. My heart is in the right place, but I may say some things wrong or get some things wrong. I'm not perfect. I may receive wrong information and report it. Let me know that I'm wrong about this. That's fine. But when you start calling me hoes and all that, we've now went from the internet and you having a problem with my content. And instead of responding to my content in a content form, you come with a personal attack, a real life attack on me as a man, as a person. So now we're not on the internet anymore. It's not about content anymore. But these individuals will continue to think that this is content, that it's just about content, that we just gonna go back and forth with the content because they can't separate real life from the internet because they're so hungry to go viral. But the day is gonna come, very soon I may add, where they're gonna learn the hard way to separate, the separation. Some examples are gonna be set, some vicious ones, where people are going to understand we have to separate the two. We can't do that. He did not. That's his choice. That's his decision. And I'm not here to come down on him or talk bad about him or, talk crazy on the internet, bro, as I said. I don't even know this individual. I know Big T-Bird. But for him to get at me like this is totally wrong and, it's unwarranted. Again, if I had really done something or said something to incur this sort of ire, I would understand. If I came down on him and said, bro, you exposing too much Hoover business on the internet, bro. Ain't nobody told you to say nothing about outshining these great allegations. Fuck you talking about? You need a DP, So if that was my tone, then it would be different. But y'all go back and look at my video and look at my tone and then look at what he's saying right now. It's like, what the fuck? Like I said, people felt like I took his side. Like, bro, you kept saying this is the young homie. He just expressing himself and all that. No, fuck that, bro. You supposed to check that shit. Should have got on as that young homie and the fuck, young homie my ass. Because your ass got love for Big T-Bird. That's one of the homies told me last night. Because you love him so much. But fuck that. You supposed to press his ass. You know what I'm saying? He's not supposed to be on the internet talking about this fucking shit. He know it, you know, we all know this shit, bro. These dudes out of control. I got so many calls and text messages last night about people feeling like I took his side, if anything, against Alshon, if anything. And this is the response. What did I say to get this right here? Motherfuckers' brains just fried. And they think that this internet shit, motherfuckers trying to go viral, popping their shit, and attacking individuals, and thinking it's just gonna stay right here on the internet. Because it's just some internet shit. Not real gangsters, bro. Not understanding the difference between real life and the internet. No, bro, it's not no internet shit. This is the type of shit right here. Get 10 in your fucking head, bro. The fuck is you talking about? This ain't no fucking internet shit. These motherfuckers crazy. But okay.
Jealousy is how you niggas move, I'm starting to see. That's how niggas operate. And I just seen something on Alshon talking about he, and I, like I say, I ain't got no personal issue with that nigga. He know what it is on Hoover. That nigga know he can pull up on me. He know he can call me. He know what's up, nigga, on Hoover. I'm not ducking that nigga, no conversation with that nigga, nothing on Hoover. But at the end of the day, it's like, damn, bro, it's like, damn, like, Alshon talking about fighting Rowdy Rebel or some shit because he said a while ago or, but he pushing peace. How you pushing peace, but you just got on no jumper and you just put Gumby out there in front of the world about some shit that had nothing to do with the world. But all of a sudden, you want to fight Ready Rebel and you pushing peace for your community. Like I said, bro, I said what I said. I say certain niggas getting out and niggas gonna get courage, nigga. What the fuck? I'm not scared to say that, bro. I'm not scared to say nothing that I need to say, bro, on Hoover. I'm not scared of nothing I need to say, bro. When certain niggas get out, certain niggas get courage, nigga, on Hoover. And that's how I feel like this personally is. Because niggas ain't been speaking. Niggas ain't been having a voice. I've been out here 5 years, bro. I've been out here.
And I know who he's talking about when he say certain individuals get out. I know the two individuals he's talking about, Alshon was waiting on to get out of prison and all that. I know everything that's going on, bro. As I said, I've done my research. I am the research, bro. I'm a part of this shit. I know what's going on. I don't have to do any fucking research. The fuck? I know exactly who he's talking about, bro. I know exactly who they say Gumby is harboring in the hood, bro. The same dude he's been caught with multiple times, bro. Been caught hanging around. Same dude he gave a shout out to on his channel, the snitch, that they're definitely fucking afraid of, bro. I know what's going on. The fuck? Dude's crazy. Banging this shit before you was fucking born, talking about get with the young homies and get some game. Now, y'all better stop smoking that shit. I'm not one of them inactive old motherfuckers that you can just disrespect because you done lost respect for these young dudes out here running wild. They don't respect the OGs no more. I be hearing people talk like that and all that. Yeah, that's fun. On the internet, in real life, you come in my face with any nonsense. Any, bro. Won't be a different story. Keep this shit on the internet. And we could have did that. You know, we try to keep shit on the internet. No brothers want to be out here fighting and hurting one another over some internet talk and some internet beef. But again, once you cross a certain line, it's no longer about the internet. Now, I don't know what else he's about to say here because I stopped it before he even had said this part. I had seen enough. I'm about to stop it now because now we've been going and going and going. Y'all can go check out his video, you know, and see what else he had to say. But I'm not trying to duck what he had to say, so I'll play some more of it, I guess. Maybe y'all want to hear some more. I don't really care. He said enough. I already know I know the real. I know what happened. I already know the situation. I did my research. I know exactly. I didn't have anything mixed up. I know who Gumby shot, why he shot him. I know who the snitch is that's being harbored in the hood, bro. I know about the interrogation that he had, why they saying that he's a snitch. And I know that you motherfuckers scared to fucking death of him, bro. Did I do my research now? Am I right? Am I on to something? Yeah, I am. Know exactly what I'm talking about. I just don't speak on it because it's not my place. And it's not your place. But you do what you want to do, bro.
For 5 years, bro. And I ain't heard nothing, no attempt to come over here, none of that. I ain't seen that nigga make an attempt to come out. So now all of a sudden you want to do something for the community and you want to fight Ready Rebel and get, well, nigga, you better give all the money to the community because you fucked the money up with 6ix9ine, nigga. You fucked the money up with Soulja Boy. You fucked the money up with all these people that you were celebrities hanging around. And nigga, you blew the bag, nigga. The fuck? So all that money that you fight Mighty Rebel, you better give it back to the community, nigga. What the fuck? You said what?
Why would Alshon Martin have to give his money to the community? Because he's fighting somebody. He get in the ring and get his ass beat or beat somebody's ass. He does the work and put in the work. Why does he have to give his money to the community? If he did blow a bag with Soulja Boy and all that, that's his business. That's his life. How does that affect anyone else's life? He brought some toys over, but somebody gave him the toys. He brought them. He took time out. All we have in life is time. And we don't, it's the most precious thing that we have in life. And we don't have much of it. None of us do. From day one, we don't have much time. So anytime you give someone your time, that's priceless. You're giving them more than money. So if he took his time out of his life, and you only have so much of it, to come and give something to the children, whether he paid for it or not, he took his time out to come and deliver it to the kids. He cared enough about them to make sure that they got it. Why would he be criticized for that? Because he didn't pay for it. Dude looking for anything, any reason to bring another man down, another black man down. Another man with in his pockets, what he got and what the fuck he doing with his money. And he better, motherfucker, I ain't better give nobody shit. The fuck? I ain't better get nobody nothing. Unless I want to. Those are bananas, man. You can't make this stuff up. This is really beneath me to even be responding to this, bro. Now that I'm going more into it, seriously. I shouldn't even post this video that I'm responding. I done lost my cool in some points during this video. This shit, right, this is not even worth it, bro. Seriously, man. You hear this shit? But it's still not no internet shit no more. But it wasn't even worth me responding to. Not worth me responding to. Really, it's not, bro. But fuck it, whatever. I went only just trying to clear up a couple things, bro. I did my research. I know exactly what I'm talking about. I didn't want to expose it. The real situation at the end of the day, and I'm going to end it here, actually, because this shit going on too long even for me. I really got other stuff I got to get to. I'm not even going to watch the rest of this video. I don't care, bro. He just mumbling on. He talking about Alshon, and they got personal shit going on. All these dudes, bro. You know, they got personal beefs, personal histories. Gumby, Alshon, this dude, Hoover, man. All these dudes, they all got their own shit going on, bro. I'm not finna get involved in that. Feel me? And I wasn't trying to get involved, just trying to bring the information. Then certainly involved me, though, talking like this. But at the end of the day, don't be fooled by the smoke screen, by the distractions and the people. The fact of the matter is, none of this stuff, when you do the math and you're a critical thinker and you can think for yourself, you understand, you come to the conclusion that none of this stuff came out about Alshon until Gumby was just confronted on No Jumper about harboring a snitch in the hood. That's it. That's where the focus was at. That's where the focus was at. Motherfuckers harboring this individual in the hood. That's what the conversation was about. Now, somehow, we know how and why, the narrative has been switched. The conversation has been changed to Alshon being a rapist and a snitch. No. Let's talk about this right here. All this shit y'all talking about was 20 years ago, and y'all been cool with the shit because he's still been coming to the fucking hood. So why are you bringing it up now? Oh, I know why. To take the heat off of the situation at hand about this individual that is in the hood that you individuals are scared of. Some of you. And he's a fucking rat. Let's talk about that. Let's not talk about Alshon and what happened 20 years ago, what may or may not have happened. Because if people had a problem with that, they should have dealt with that, let's say, 20 years ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, 2 years ago. It was not a problem, and it wasn't even brought up. It has not been on the internet about Alshon. Have y'all ever heard that he's supposed to snitched on Gumby and that he was a rapist? I never heard that on the internet until just now. Why is this coming out now? Keep in mind, they're talking about situations that happened decades ago. Why is it coming out now? When this situation comes up about this snitch that's being harbored in the hood. Why is all this coming out now? Now nobody's really talking about the snitch that's being protected. It's all about Alshon and these charges and all of this, right? Got it. All right, man. So that's it, man. That's what this individual had to say. You know, he's not even, as I said, I just gave a lot of time to this. I probably regret this. 50 minutes of my life I can't get back. 50 minutes of y'all life y'all can't get back. I apologize. Go up movement. I'm sorry. It really wasn't worth it. It wasn't even worth the 50 minutes that you just took out of y'all damn life. I need a DP for that shit. for even responding to this for real. But I had to clear up a couple of things. And that's all, man. I mean, obviously I can go on and on. I don't know what else he has to say. Go check out his video, bro. He was live last night or something and did all of this. So y'all can go. It's over an hour long. So I don't know where he probably went on, and it might be the whole video might be about me and Alshon, or some more about Alshon and this and that, or he might go into some other topics. I have no idea. This is where I stopped it. I stopped it before here, so I don't know, and I don't even care, because I know that I have my facts straight. I know what I'm talking about. I know that this stuff should not have been said on the internet, but I didn't even come down on him when he did do it, bro. I was very cordial and diplomatic and respectful towards him. Even go back and watch the video. I was very respectful, bro. And didn't have this coming. Feel me? But it came. And that's what it is. You know what I mean? So we'll go from there. You feel me? It is what it is, bro. You know what I'm saying? But fuck this internet. You know what I'm saying? To know me to know is to know that the internet is one thing. You know what I'm saying? Real life is another. You feel me? You dudes just keep on conflating the two. To what end? Well, until somebody is ended. You know what I'm saying? Because you're conflating real life with the internet. And fuck it, the internet, it has nothing to do with real life. And y'all just can't seem to understand that. The way look at it. He just, I ain't giving no passes for 2026. He just want to be involved. She just want his name going, and I'm giving it to him. You feel me? I don't give a fuck who it is, huh? Like, you would think I just said some crazy shit in my video. You would think you go back and watch a video like, Damion Porter must have just crashed out on this young homie or something. He talking like that. You would think I crashed out on him or something, bro. When the whole time all I said was, I probably wouldn't have said that much, but he just expressing himself. Those are I only had to go back and watch it. Those were my words, bro. I said the homie just expressing himself. He said shit. Whatever. I don't have to try to. I'm not trying to explain that no more, man. So anyway, that's what this individual had to say. I'm gonna get to some other content. Don't worry, Go Up Movement. I'm not out of character. I'm not losing my mind over this situation. I'm not tripping, bro. I'm not tripping on Trigger Bird either. It's all good, bro. He's running his content. He wanted to respond, or he wanted to say some things, bro. I feel like he shouldn't have said to me. Shouldn't be talking about anybody like this on the internet, calling motherfuckers hoes and all that, unless you really deal with it, bro, face to face. You feel me? Because that's what it comes to. After you say that, that's what it is after that. You feel me? So certain that's for anybody. So certain things you shouldn't say, but that's just me. Everybody else live their life and do it how they want to do it, bro. Don't listen to me. This is how I conduct myself. This is how I comport myself, but you comport yourself how you see fit. We're all responsible, have the agency over our own lives. But me and myself, I'm just going to be cautious and careful about how I address another man. But that's me, bro. Maybe that's because of the penitentiary or something, being in there all of my damn life. I don't know. But so, as I said, that's it, man. That's what he had to say. And I'm sure plenty more he has to say or whatever. Make sure it's nothing else I had to address. He said I didn't do my research. Alshon was claiming Hoover, or 11 Deuce Hoover in the county jail. So basically I must favor him and all that. And he started talking about Antoine and what the situation really was or whatever. But again, I'm not going to get into all that. Who the snitch is in the hood, who's really protecting him and why. I'll let these dudes continue to expose that, and when they do, I'll cover it. Which is a form of exposure in itself, me covering it. Because some people are going to see it that wouldn't have seen it when they did it. I get that. But once it's on the internet, motherfuckers going to cover it. So I'll cover it. Don't put it on the internet, bro. That's what you shouldn't be doing anyway. That's for anyone, as I said. That's it, man. Let me get the fuck out of here. All this goddamn talking, man. That's it, man. That's Trigger Bird. That's what he say. According to him, who knew? Damion Porter is a hoe, a cupcake, a donut, a cream pie, a cream puff. a big old nothing, a big old nobody. Y'all can walk up to Damion Porter. Don't be fooled by the internet, bro. This tough persona he has and all that. No. Get some stripes. Y'all can walk up to Damion Porter and call him a hoe. You might even better slap him. He ain't gonna do. Man, who fucking knew? I didn't. The more you know, you learn something new every day. Bananas. Stay safe and stay free, people.